Hello and welcome to the Weekend Investing Daily Byte. This program, as you already know, is a daily program where we do a market update and we also go into some case study on some stock and try to derive some lessons out of it. So today's stock is Z Entertainment. We'll go through, its chart and what kind of lessons we can draw from several years of its turbulence in that stock. It's actually a horror show, if you ask me, but more on that after the market update. So Nifty today, this is an hourly candle chart. I've purposely, displayed the hourly candle chart today to highlight the indecisiveness of the market today. So this is 7 candles an hour, and the last one representing 15 minutes. But just see, after the morning down move on the Nifty, after having opened slightly gap up, it stayed within a range of 20 to 30 points the entire day. Uh, at the end of the day, it did try to go up, but really from previous close, we hardly moved 20, 30 points. So it's sort of an indecisive place where even this gap is waiting to be filled, and multiple supports at this 18660 18640 level is there. Tomorrow I think either we may go and fill this gap at 18780 18760. I should have drawn that, but I haven't. So there is one gap here, or we go and fill this gap, and it is also sort of a breakdown of support from this level. So a bit indecisive, but overall, if you see the breadth of the market, not so bad, I would say. Um, you can see some grains, minor reds, and mostly grays. So Maruti, Tata Motors, Mahindra, Aisha Motors, all up. Auto sector doing quite well today. Pharma mostly up. Divi's Lab, Cipla, Dr. Reddy's, Sun Pharma, all up. Uh, FMCG also minor up. Tata Consumers doing really well there. Energy and power sector down. Reliance, Coal, ONGC, BPCL, NTPC, Power Grid, L&T, all down. Some gain in cement and steel stocks. Um, Hindalco, Ultrasemco, Grasim, JSW, Tata Steel. Adani stocks minor comeback after the thrashing in the previous session. TCS down 0.83. TCS has been hit by some internal issues on some teams, some corporate governance issues there. Uh, and banking largely flat. State Bank of India, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank, all within 0.5% of a range. So not a bad day actually, but it could be just a rest day before the recent downtrend continues. So pharma, as you can see in today's sectoral map, doing 1.5% up, and several pharma stocks which are not in the Nifty 50, whether they were Oro Pharma, Natco Pharma, APL, Piramal Pharma. Many pharma stocks have really done well in the past few sessions, and that is showing that over the entire month, pharma is now the number two sector in the last 1 month, up 6.3% versus 7.6 on the real estate sector, which is the leading sector for the last 1 month. Autos not behind too far, 1.2% up. Metals, consumption stocks, FMCG, real estate, and commodities were some of the other gainers. The few losers and minor losers, I would say, public sector enterprise stocks, although there were some public sector enterprise stocks like Masdoc and others which were really doing well today. But PSU banks, infra stocks, and energy stocks also losing some ground here. So mixed bag, not too bad, nothing much to be made out of it. Mid caps have had a strong recovery after coming very near the 20-day moving average. You can see here two strong down days and then one nice update today. So mid caps are making that recovery. Small caps also an inside day. After two strong down days, having a up inside day is not bad, as long as we are still holding that 20 DMA here. Nifty Bank also an inside day, but again very much stuck in this range since mid of May, and that has not changed at all. So banking is some place where there is zero trend right now, and a lot of fin nifty and bank nifty strategies are getting hit because of this indecisiveness here. Hopefully some strong trend will emerge, which, I mean, I don't know which way, up or down, but a strong trend is usually preceded by a a weak trend here. So now let's come to the stock of the day. Z Entertainment is our stock, and this chart, you can zoom in on your mobile screens also, is showing the Z movement for a decade. So 2009, Z Entertainment was 50 rupees, and by 2018 we were at 600 plus. So amazing run of 12 times gain in less than a decade. I mean, it's a dream run that one could have hoped for. And once you see such dream runs, by the time you are, maybe 60, 70, 80% into that run, you are sort of convinced that this will never end. And that is where the most damage happens, because people don't have any plan how they will get out in case it does not continue the way it was continuing. So it started here, it went to a new high in 2013 at around 200 rupees, then it went to 400 rupees, a dip to 300, and really after 400 rupees is when most retail participants would have started to take note of the fact that the stock does not come down ever. And 9 years is a long time. In 9 years, if a stock is not dropping, there'll be tales written about it, that this stock never goes down and it always goes up, and that creates that narrative that this stock is so strong that no amount of market volatility is able to shake it off. Whereas from 2009 till 2018 there were several market shocks, whether it was demonetization, whether it was some move up in 2015 which was really down, then 2000 I think 11 12 period was also volatile. So this would have created a false hope that the stock never falls. And then see what happens after 2018. From 620 odd rupees on in January 2018, the stock drops to nearly 100 rupees by 2020. So in the COVID fall, which started uh, in Feb March 2020, it was still 250 rupees, but then in COVID it crashes down to below 125. So just imagine 625, a stock which has not fallen for 9 years, 8 years, and now within 2 years it goes from 625 to 125. People are sitting, people are praying, not knowing what to do, because the library is great, the viewership is great. I mean, there's a lot of advertising coming through, but the stock is down. So what would you now believe? The price movement, what is happening in front of you, or the narrative that the stock will ultimately go up? Anyhow, so after this fall, there is some restructuring that happens, and there is news that Sony is going to be merged with this company, or it is going to take up some of its assets. 176 rupees stock doubles almost in weeks, 1 week and 2 weeks here, going from 176 to 350. I still remember that. It was not so long ago, a year and a half back, and one was feeling, why didn't I buy the stock in this period if I was a value investor? And one was, read many stories on Twitter and places where people said that we missed out. And now year and a half later, we are still again at the same point where that merger was restructuring was designed. The stock, as I hear it, I don't follow the fundamentals, but as I hear it, it's a mess. The promoters have been barred from holding board positions. There is a case going on in the Supreme Court. We don't know how it will come out, whether that merger will be allowed or not. and so on and so forth. So just to recap, a stock that does extremely well over 8 9 years is no guarantee that it continues to do so. There is no guarantee that corporate governance issues will not hit any at any point of time, or some external force will not cause it to be brought to its knees. So invest in stocks with the idea of having an exit plan ready always, because every stock is susceptible to any kind of either an external impetus that will bring it down, or an internal problem that may happen, or an industry may get disrupted. You never know how the disruption world is. This is a disruptive world we live in. So how we are going to spend the next 10 years on any particular industry, stock, or sector, we don't know today. So you have to find and follow the trends, and accordingly take decisions on your investment. That is the core thesis of the momentum style that we promote at Weekend Investing, and that is what I would like you to follow to remain a very very peaceful and a fruitful way of investing to bring into your particular portfolio. So this is all I have for today. Please subscribe to the channel. Please press the like button, press the bell icon, and share it amongst your investment groups. I think momentum investing is still very very young in India. We started out in 2016-17. Nobody was talking about momentum investing then, and last 7 years we've really created a good ecosystem around momentum investing, and people have really benefited out of this alternate way of investing. Thank you so much. Bye. Investments in securities are subject to market risks. Read all related documents carefully before investing.